Is it an apartment house or a private house? At least tell me that much.
That's a cave, actually.
Cave with a door. I love it. Can I look now?
Oh, no, I've got to check for bats first, and then toads and lizards. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
It's even more wonderful than I remembered.
Well, I wasn't sure you'd like coming back.
I wasn't either. But it's fine. I guess because Faith is fine. How is it for you?
Well, the same. I associate the accident with piloting the houseboat. I'm not going to be doing that tonight. Food?
Oh, yes, I think I'm about ready.
Well, it's not going to be the Cafe Budapest, you know.
Oh, I hope that poor waiter isn't still there waiting for us.
Well, I think he might be. Still waiting. On, but not for. On other people, I mean, if you follow?
Goodness, you're still drunk. I'm not. And you a bartender's son.
Now, I was only making a play on words. Waiter, waiting. Champagne makes me elegant, not drunk. Eloquent.
Cute, too. Can I help you with that?
No. I'm managing beautifully, thank you.
Let's see. Ooh, caviar.
Ah. Would Madame like a dish for same, or will she partake directly from the jar?
I'd like a bowl, a large one.
A large bowl?
Filled with water.
You're thirsty?
And, do you have any scissors?
I'm confused, but my trust is so great, I won't even pause to question. Scissors are over there, if I remember right. And...
You are about to witness an ancient family custom.
I will not be afraid.
Something passed down from my mother and her mother before that.
Great. Should I just stand back ever so slightly?
Oh, no. You must come very close. Now. You want your flowers to live, you cut the stems. Otherwise, dead overnight.
You know, you're not going to believe this, but somewhere, somehow, my mother is part Feldman. She does exactly the same thing.
Hey, you don't suppose we're related?
Well, it'd have to be awfully distant, but it could be one of those, voyages, you know, where the Celts go looking for the end of the earth and they find themselves where?
Our ancestral town somewhere in Russia. Cousin Patrick.
That is it. I mean, we felt this connection all along. We just didn't know what it was all about. Now tell me, how could it make any difference?
What?
Us. Jewish, Catholic. All I feel is close, the same.
At this moment, in this place, what I think is, it doesn't make any difference. Besides, I kind of like looking at you this way.
It's much better sitting down. This is the first time that one of us has not had to leave.
What time do you have to go back on duty?
Tomorrow.
I have the morning off, too.
We've got the whole houseboat to ourselves if we can stay as long as we want. Shall we have supper now?
Okay. Well, for heaven's sakes, don't stop now.
Yeah.
So, Dermot took Grania away from Tara before Finn and the others could awake for the wedding.
Right, they wanted to beware the wrath of Finn, who was going to burn with jealousy and rage if he found his bride-to-be, his best warrior, going off together. You know, I wonder if this is really water, because it certainly doesn't seem to act like water.
Well, that could be the 2 bottles of champagne that came before it.
No, hours ago. That was hours ago. We've eaten in the meantime, and I am still floating.
Well, that floating effect could be from the fact that we are on a boat.
That's what I love best about you. This clarity of mind.
Is there a happy ending?
Dermot and Grania, you mean?
Yes.
Well, mostly.
Good. Tell me about the mostly part.
First, they fled by chariot to the fort of Athlone, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Dermot carried Grania across, and they went on as far as they could on foot to the Wood of Two Tents.
Where the fairies of the wood protected them and they lived happily
very
ever
close,
after?
very brilliant. But Dermot built a hut of branches in the wood and surrounded it with a fence, wooden fence. No man could pierce it.
Not even Finn?
Well, that's the point. Finn came along, trying to catch...
I was kind of hoping Finn was drowned in the ford.
Oh.
And I
Sorry.
suppose he brought his army along?
His tracking men, the Clan Navan, who stood outside the fence, waiting for the lovers to try to escape.
If this is going to get violent, I don't want to hear any more.
Well,
Does it get violent?
they had swords, wanted to use them. But Dermot's foster father, Angus, a magician highly skilled, appeared.
He disappeared them.
Grania, anyway, took her right under his mantle and took her to the Wood of Two Sallows, which, as it happens, is a very safe wood. Well, Dermot caught up with him later, having escaped on his own, as befits a hero.
Despite the swords and the rage and everything.
In spite of everything. Escaped without a scratch.
What a good story. Is there any more?
Well, it was wonderful when they were alone together.
No more worries. It is wonderful.
Safe in the wood.
Yes.
Where are you?
Floating.
God bless you, Buckminster Carter, wherever you are.
Can I meet Bucky sometime?
Sure. We'll go to Boston right now.
Thank him for the caviar and crackers and the boat. the bed. Well, maybe not the bed.
Ah, it doesn't matter. He gave me the keys of the houseboat for this express reason. Well, not for this reason. It was, it was, because the place is a place to get away from work and pressure. And, just so that I can do things that feel good to me here.
And I feel good to you.
Intensely.
So Bucky wouldn't mind.
No, right. Yeah, he is he's a good kind of, that kind of guy. You knew what I meant.
So maybe I did. I like the way you explain. You make me feel good, too.
Nancy.
What?
I never slept with anybody else here.
It wouldn't matter if you had.
Really?
I love you.
I love you.
It's getting simpler by the moment. When it gets simple, then you know you're on the right track.
I don't even remember why it got complicated.
They made it that way.
Yeah.
But
So
now,
we stay the night, and then tomorrow, we...
did Dermot and Grania ever think about tomorrow?
Almost never. Nancy. Nancy.
Good morning.
Good morning. You always wake up so beautiful.
I don't know how I look, but I feel that way. Beautiful.
Oh, now, no worries or regrets here.
No. None. Not one regret. That I didn't let this happen a long time ago. Let you happen.
Ma always says things happen when the time is right.
Let's nobody talk about mothers, okay?
All right. They'll know soon enough.
What's to know? It's nobody's business. That's a mistake I made all along.
We made. Past tense.
We are crazy, you know.
Huh? Says who?
Says everyone.
Everyone but us, and we're the only ones here. Why is it the more that I look at you, the more mysterious you get? There is nobody else like you.
Actually, I'm a very plain garden variety specimen. It's just a different garden.
The basis for the attraction is that we see each other as exotics?
I think the situation is no longer under analysis. And I think we're doing what we want to. And I think I love you, Patrick.
You.
Hadn't we better get going?
It's early.
Not.
It must be, otherwise why are we still in bed? You look better in that role than Bucky did. He had really ugly knees. What are you doing?
Getting the coffee?
You made coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
With a spoon and a jar and some boiling water. Clever, huh? Oh, there's only powdered milk.
Black is fine.
How is it?
Oh, it's okay. Got a real knack with instant.
Hey, what would you like for breakfast?
Did we skip dinner?
I think we did.
Mom, what do we have here?
Leftover caviar?
Uh-huh.
On Melba toast?
Mmm.
No, huh?
No.
Well, I looked in the cupboards, and there's a variety of nosheri in cans. You know, salami, pickled eggplant.
I think I can wait. When we get ready to leave, we'll go to Ryan's, have a bite. It's all right. Don't worry.
I'm not. I feel absolutely right, safe, free, and wonderful.
Not hungry?
Oh, that too. I'm starved.
Yeah. So am I.
Don't worry about it. Anything but caviar.
Pickled eggplant. Well, good morning.
Hey, hello, darling. Nancy?
Hi. Hi, Patrick.
Nancy, how are you?
Fine. How's Tom doing?
Oh, very well. In every way, thank you. Listen, I've really got to run. I have another stop to make, and I'm late now.
Well, take care, darling. And thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye. Bye-bye, Faith.
Well, Nancy, it's lovely that you're able to get to the city so often. Your mother and dad, they must be very pleased.
Well, when I see them. Actually, this trip was more pleasure than business. Although I did run an errand for Frank last night. Well, I have to go back right after breakfast.
Well, I'm glad to see that he's putting you to work. Patrick, can I help you there?
Any coffee cake or scones? Neither one of us has had breakfast.
I'm afraid you're going to have to settle for biscuits.
Hot biscuits. What a hardship.
All right, so help yourself, because I've got to get out there.
Oh.
You went to eggs?
Oh, just biscuits will be perfect.
But what have we here?
Oh, they are gorgeous. May we?
Why not? There's enough for an army. You butter the biscuits, and I'll get some of these ready.
Don't.
What, you want to eat the green part?
Yeah, it's a Jewish custom. Look, just let me prepare them the way I want. Now, where's the sour cream? You do have it, don't you?
Look at sour cream. It's a very ecumenical household.
And some brown sugar and 2 little bowls.
Okay. Sour cream. Bowls. Sugar.
Okay. Actually, this isn't particularly Jewish. Saw it in a magazine once. Now, wait till you taste this. Bite.
Fantastic.
Isn't it?
It's good.
Oh, I hope you don't mind.
No.
You weren't saving them, were you?
No, dear. Faith brought them for the whole family. Take them.
You want another?
In a minute. Got to call a hospital. Yes, this is Dr. Ryan. I'm at my home phone now.
Quite a hungry crowd out there, let me tell
They
you.
come for the biscuits.
Yeah, no, that's the number I left last night. No, not my home. It's Dr. Carter. That was Bucky Carter's houseboat. It's not no longer operative this morning. I'm at 555-5670. Got it? Huh? Ah, yes, thank you. One of our brighter nurses. I think she understood. Ma, you've got to try this. It's a great combination.
Oh. Well, it looks unusual. Didn't take a bit of getting used to.
Ryan's. Yes. Well, sure, it's all in the chart. Dr. Fortunato, can I look?
See?
Yeah, he can't look at it. Okay. Okay, I'll be right over. Yes. I'm sorry.
Do you have to go back on duty?
Just for a few minutes. I'm not on duty for another hour, however, so...
Well, do you mind if we take a couple of biscuits and import them to the cafeteria?
No, darling, not at all. Here.
Let
me help you. I'd be flattered.
Harry can handle it. He knows the case as well as I do, but...
But what? The patient wanted Dr. Ryan and no substitutions?
Okay. Goodbye, Ma.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, Maeve.
Bye,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nancy. Oh.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough to see you in action. No wonder why Frank likes having you around. So intense, so earnest.
You don't know what I was thinking about.
Not about
Or
work.
whom.
Not about work?
Nope. Although I've been trying hard to concentrate.
So have I. And no luck. I had the evening off, so I said to myself, what am I doing up here when I want to be down there? So I took the shuttle, and here I am. Fortunato's covering for me in case of emergencies.
Good old Dr. Fortunato. I think I'll send him a box of chocolates. Pat. Oh. When do you have to go back?
Tomorrow morning. Which is okay, isn't it?
That's wonderful.
Good. Now, when can we get out of here?
I'll try. Frank's not due back for another hour.
Well, you can cut out early, can't you? I mean, you work overtime all the time, don't you?
Yes. Out of guilt, mostly. At least lately.
Guilt?
I keep thinking about the wrong Ryan. I tell myself, Nancy, think legislation. Think constituents. And I think, Pat. So I spend most of my time trying to think of what I'm supposed to be thinking about, and I end up staying here longer and round and round.
Yeah, I think I've got the same problem. The other day, I put a cranial x-ray up on the board, and there you were, staring down at me.
I'm flattered, I think.
You don't mind my coming down with that warning, do you?
Oh, I love it. But you know, we're lucky. What if I decided to surprise you? You know, the thought had crossed my mind.
You will, another time. The shuttle's going to declare a dividend on the strength of our business alone. You know, you look better even than I remembered.
Better than a cranial x-ray?
Much.
Nancy? Oh, excuse me. Nice to have you back in Washington, Patrick.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, I wonder if there's anybody in Frank's office in here.
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, we don't mind if you don't.
Yeah, well, what am I? A mere public servant.
Hey, Bob, are you going to be here?
What do you mean?
I mean, here before Frank gets back.
What's the matter? You want to take off early?
It'll be all right.
Yeah, sure. I'll just have to make a little note in Frank's little black book. Patrick, why don't you take the girl and take her out and show her the town? All she does is work lately.
Yeah, I thought so. Come on, you. Let's go.
Hey, Bob, thank you. Listen, I owe you one.
Get it? Just enjoy yourself.
Nan. You're snoring.
Oh, did I wake you?
No.
What time is it?
Oh, early?
Wonderful. Not very romantic.
What?
Snoring.
Oh, says who?
Says anybody who sleeps with somebody who snores.
Wrong.
I used to think I'd have to get a chin strap or tie a scarf around my head or set the alarm early so I'd wake up before my husband.
so that he wouldn't be totally disillusioned with me.
Your husband.
Yes.
But no alternative situation occurred to you.
Well, certainly not at 14. That was the year that I was worried most about my snoring. And my potential husband, for that matter. Hey, why are we talking about husbands?
Because no matter what you say, promise, plan, it is getting more difficult to accept the idea that I'd wake up someday without you beside me.
Pat, please don't. What are you smiling at? I see it. Beginning here and here.
It isn't really funny.
Tell me.
No,
Why?
because it isn't funny.
Pat, that's maddening.
I'm sorry, it's convoluted.
So tell me anyway.
We're in love.
So far, so good.
We belong together.
Better and better.
We can't consider marriage because of deeply held religious convictions on both sides.
Yes.
So here we are in bed together, unmarried, a violation of both our religious convictions, and practicing birth control, which is a violation of my religious convictions several times over.
Yes.
Well, so tell me again why we can't consider marriage?
Because of the children.
If we keep practicing birth control, there aren't going to be any children.
Pat, don't. You're playing with it now.
Well, it might be, but this suspension of logic is a little fascinating. It's not like either one of us.
Pat, if we'd been being logical and going by the rules, then you'd be in New York right now, and I'd be getting up to get dressed to go to work, trying to put you out of my mind and life. But that's not what we agreed to do.
No.
Just us. Together. Now. Please, Pat.
All right, it's all right.
No, it isn't. Not if you give up now and start talking about marriage and children. Because we can't do that.
I know.
No matter how much we might want to. And I do. Oh, Patrick, I do. I'd give the world if it could work. But it can't. And we know that. And we agreed to that.
We did.
And this conversation is much too painful to have over and over again.
Nan, look at me. I love you. I don't want to hurt you. I'm sorry.
Oh, please, just for a little while. I need to think that we could be lovers forever.
Oh, we can. We will.
I'm jealous.
Of whom?
Of all the people, safe and secure in their promises and their marriages.
Well, maybe we have something that they don't have. We're never going to take this for granted, never take each other for granted, or waste the time that we have together on anything but knowing one another and loving.
Do you think we can manage that?
I hope so.
I do too. Okay, coast is clear.
Where is everybody?
Well, I work here and Diane works over there, but she's been gone for the week and, well, when that door's closed, is private and people don't come out till noon. I hope I've got all this stuff I've got to catch up on. And you, my dear, have to catch a plane.
Are you trying to get rid of me?
I'm trying to be brave and cheerful.
Which is not how you feel?
I feel like I'm going to die when you leave, and I think that what I'm really going to do is sit down at that desk and try to figure out a way to get to New York.
Try air freight.
Just might. I'm that desperate.
Now, don't you be sad, honey.
Same to you.
If you can't come to me, I'm going to come to you soon.
Hey, when'd you get any sleeping done with all this flying around, huh? You could hardly get up this morning.
Same to you.
Well, I think it's a little more important for a neurosurgeon to get his rest rather than an assistant.
I think you're thinking too much.
Is that Nancy?
Yes, it is. Hello, sweetheart.
Daddy. Daddy.
Surprise.
Listen, Pat, I'm sorry you had trouble finding Frank. Things have been kind of topsy-turvy around here. I suppose if you look over at the...
Yeah, I think I've got to check in the hospital this afternoon anyway. It is good to see you, Dave.
Hello, Pat.
Kind of like go home week around here, isn't it? Yeah, well, listen, you can get a cab out front. They don't hassle you back on the airport around here.
Okay, fine. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
And I will be talking to you, Nancy.
Right.
Have a nice visit.
Well, this is wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine, fine. Here on business, but I thought that maybe if you were free.
Oh, sure. We'll have lunch.
You know, you guys, I got a lot of work to do here, and I do need the files. If you want to, you can go and talk in the office, eh?
Thanks, Bob.
It's about as awful a moment as I've ever had.
Oh, I don't know. How about the time I walked in on you and Simon in the living room? Of course, that was different.
Yes.
You're almost engaged to Simon, whereas Pat is just, I assume.
Simon was Jewish. That's the difference.
Honey, you're not serious about Patrick? You don't mean that.
I mean that I love him. I love him very much. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you like this. I didn't think I even wanted to tell you at all. It's a situation that we tried to avoid, but it happened anyway. Daddy, it's not a tragedy. Most of it's absolutely wonderful.
Nancy.
I'm happy. Oh, Daddy. Daddy, I didn't realize how much I wanted to share that.
What? What do I say? I think you know that your mother and I, we try, we struggle. not to interfere. You must have your own life. Our point of view, our value, well, see, we decided when you went to college, she's out of the nest. It's time to trust who she is and let go. Now, that's not an easy thing to do, but the right thing. You made us so proud.
Please don't do this. You're seeing me in St. Aloysius Church with the priests and the baptisms and the Catholic schools, and it's not like that.
No?
No. I won't turn my back on who I am. Aside from you and Mama, I wouldn't do that to myself.
Then what about this with Pat?
It's now. It's all we have, and it's enough.
Now.
No marriage, no future beyond however long this lasts.
This being what my generation called an affair.
I guess.
Apparently you have some attitudes I wasn't even aware of.
I didn't mean to suggest that Pat's the latest in a long string of lovers. I don't do that.
No, I never thought you did.
I'm glad.
But you must understand my confusion. Yes, love is wonderful. Pat is a fine young man. You're a fine young woman. Happiness and now they're excellent things. What about the rest of your life? Husband, children, everything that you've been taught to value. Will an open-ended affair with a Catholic bring you satisfaction? It'll break your heart, Nancy. God knows how you'll pick up the pieces.
I understand your confusion.
So what are you going to do?
Appreciate what I have with Pat. Be with him as much as possible.
And believe that marriage will not become the inevitable issue.
All I can say to you is that I love him. And that's more important than anything right now.
I want you to come home and talk to us. Maybe fly back with me tonight if you...
Give me a few days here to take care of things, and then I'll come.
Promise?
Okay. Let me be the one to tell Mama, okay?
As long as you make it soon.
Senator Ryan's office.
It's me. I love you. Nan.
Yeah. Hello.
I just wanted to say that. That, and I miss you, and I can't stop thinking about you.
Me too. All the same things.
Well, I thought I'd never get a hold of you.
Oh, subcommittee meetings. Every time we came up for air, I went to call you. And I kept missing you. It was awful.
Yeah, it was. Now, what did your father say about this morning?
Lots.
Angry?
More sad than mad. And worried, of course. Actually, I'm glad it happened because it saves me from telling him now.
Well, a picture is worth 1,000 words, huh?
Some picture.
did I have to pick just that moment to kiss you goodbye?
Well, did he have to pick just that minute to make his big entrance? Oh, it's done. And, of course, he didn't say anything that wasn't totally predictable anyway. I'm just hoping that now that he said it, he won't say it again. We're both gonna get hurt. We're already in too deep.
We're courting disaster, ignoring our traditions, acting irresponsibly.
Hey, it sounds like you were there.
Well, you see, I had the same run-in with Da, and he even walked out on me.
Well, Pat, I'm sorry.
No, he came back and apologized. There's something on his mind. I don't know what, but whatever it is, it's making this even worse. He's as worried about you as he is about me.
My dad, too, about you. And your parents. I know where they're coming from. It's all out of love, I know.
They love us. We love us. But it's our problem.
I just wish they'd understand that we know what we're doing.
It's worth it.
Yes. Oh, yes, it is.
And I miss you.
Yes. Pat, I told him everything. I didn't want to go sneaking around, and I don't feel at all sordid. I'm in love with you.
Well, how did he react?
Like a father. He loves me.
And so do I.
He doesn't understand that that's enough. My mother won't either. But I got him to promise that I could tell her. Hello, Ma? I'm in love with Pat. No, we're not going to get married, and yes, we're lovers, and yes, we know we're headed for heartache, and yes, we're going to have to end it. But don't worry about it, okay? When will I see you?
Well, I'm off duty at midnight, and then, let's see, I go on again in the morning. After that, I can catch the shuttle.
Maybe it's my turn. How would you like it if I magically appeared?
Sure, sure. Would it help if I rubbed the phone?
No. Just keep talking. Say anything. When I hear your voice, it just makes everything okay.
The trouble with that is that I don't hear you. I only hear me, and I am tired of my company. I want you near me.
Soon.
Good. I just want to spend more time, not think about anybody but us.
Oh, yes, I want that. Please. What I really want is just to stay this happy for a while. I mean, I know about later on in my head, but just this minute, I feel like I'll never be sad again.
Surprise.
It sure is. Oh, boy.
I told you it was my turn. Bless that shuttle. It's like taking a bus.
They're gonna have to issue us tokens. Hey, was it only yesterday morning I saw you? It seems like a million years.
For me, too. That's why I'm here. Hey, it's all right, isn't it?
Oh, as far as I'm concerned. But to the authorities, no, it's against all the rules. How'd you get in here, anyway?
Well, I just walked into the emergency entrance like I knew what I was doing, picked up a wall phone, asked for neurology. It's my old hangout, after all. And they told me that you'd be in your quarters after midnight. That was the easy part.
What then?
Well, then I slinked down backstairs and ran into these two official-looking types in uniforms.
Security guards?
I told them I was your sister.
Visiting me at midnight?
Well, with a message from home. I mean, your phone seemed to be out of order, so...
Did they even know who I was?
One of them did.
Oh, what'd he say?
Funny you don't look Irish. No. Actually, he said we look a lot alike. I guess he's never seen Mary or Siobhan.
What?
Well, you know, it's true. Did you ever notice? Come here. Look. See? We have the same coloring, same eyes, same kind of face, structure, cheekbones.
I'll be darned. You're a lot better looking now.
Well, It depends on your perspective.
Look, the same chin almost. I wonder what it all means.
Not much, I'm afraid. Unless the Celts, you know, a millennium or so ago, wandered into the Middle East. I don't think it's going to cut any ice with either set of parents, though.
Is that getting to you?
A little. I knew what my father would have to say, and he said it. If I can just go get through telling my mother, then I'll be through the worst of it.
And then what?
Then, you and I are together and enjoy as much pleasure as we can together until our intellects get the better of us.
I hope that won't be soon.
So do I. My brain sort of disengages whenever I'm with you. Does that... Can you lock that door? Or is it against the rules?
What rules?
Dave? No.
Nancy!
Nancy! Hello.
Hello, Mama.
What are you doing here?
Well, if that's the way you feel about
Oh, now stop that. Come back here. Let me look at you. Oh. You've lost weight.
Mama.
No, you look wonderful. All right. What's wrong?
Why should anything be wrong?
Because ever since you were a little girl, whenever anything went wrong that you didn't want me to know about, you'd say, why should anything be wrong?
Mama, that doesn't make sense. Besides, I'm not a little girl anymore.
I know. But ever since your father came back from visiting you in Washington a few weeks ago, something's been bothering him. He tells me it's nothing, but then he keeps asking me if I heard from you, so I just thought, come, sit down. Tell me all about Washington.
Oh, it's wonderful. Exhausting, but wonderful.
You're not working too hard.
Yes, but I love it.
Oh, why didn't you tell me you were coming? I would have fixed something special for you.
No, well, I didn't know myself until a few hours ago. I finally got things straightened up at work and decided it was about time.
About time is right. It's so good to see you, darling.
You too. Mama, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh?
You were right. There is something going on. Daddy found out about it when he came to visit me, but I asked him if I could tell you myself in person.
Sounds serious.
Yeah. I've met somebody that I care for very much. He's a wonderful person. And we've come to mean a great deal to each other.
You don't sound too happy about it.
Oh, I am. I'm happier than I've been in a long time.
What's his name?
Mommy, he's not Jewish. It's Pat Ryan.
Pat?
Yes.
Your father never said a word.
I wanted to tell you myself.
How serious is it, Nancy?
We're very involved.
I don't know what that means.
We're lovers. Mama, please look at me.
Do you love him?
Very much.
And he loves you?
Yes.
When did it happen?
It's okay.
No, please tell me.
I don't know. I've always liked Pat. When we got to know each other last summer, I knew I was attracted to him, but I knew nothing was possible, so I tried not to think about it. But we spent time together. We were friends. It happened.
Just like that?
We know the problems. We tried to avoid it. One of the reasons I took this Washington job was to put some distance between us.
I never knew.
I didn't want to worry you.
You should have talked to me.
Yeah.
Nancy, talk to me now.
Mama.
No, please, I'm okay. Please talk to me. Tell me, who is this man?
You know Pat?
No, I know Pat. I know Maeve and I know Johnny. They're wonderful people, and I know that Pat's their son. And I know the man who took care of you last summer when you were in the hospital. But tell me about this person that you're in love with.
He's a very special man. He's kind and bright, gentle. He knows how to make me laugh. I love him. I don't know what else to tell you.
Tell me what's going to happen.
We try not to think about tomorrow. I know we don't have any future together. I know I'll have to give him up. But I just can't think about that now. It scares me, Mama.
Oh, Nancy. I'm sure he must be a very fine person for you to love him this much. He's very lucky.
I am too.
Are you happy?
Yes. I've been worried about how to help you understand this. And here you are, trying to console me.
Maybe you're still my little girl.
Yes. At least he's a doctor.
Oh.
You okay?
Nancy, I'm not happy about this. You're letting yourself in for a lot of heartache.
Please don't worry.
I do. You'll forgive me.
Sure.
Maybe if I knew Pat better, it would help me. I'd like that. Maybe tomorrow night you'll invite him over for dinner.
Mama.
Oh, please, Nancy, I want to understand.
Yes, of course.
Fine. It'll be okay.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so good to have you home.
Oh, good morning.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yes. I'm looking for Dr. Ryan, Pat Ryan. I know he was on duty last night, but I don't see him around, so I guess...
I can page it for you if you'd like.
No. I mean, I don't want you to go to any trouble. I'll just come back later.
Well, it's no trouble at all.
Thanks.
Nancy.
Oh,
Hello.
hi. How are you?
Oh, I'm terrific now. Oh, boy, did I miss you last night.
Oh, I missed you.
Come on. What's up?
I told my mother about you last night. About us.
Oh.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Oh, she wasn't exactly dancing in the streets, if that's what you mean.
You didn't expect her to, did you?
No. Actually, it went a lot better than I thought it would.
So you're okay?
Yeah.
Good.
She wants to meet you.
Yeah, but your mother's known me like for 15 years.
She wants to meet you in context.
Oh, okay.
She asked me to invite you to Shabbos dinner tonight.
Which is?
Friday night dinner. It's the beginning of the Sabbath. You're not on duty tonight by any chance, are you?
No, I get off about 4 this afternoon.
But you're going to be tired from working all night. It's all right, I can explain.
Why do I get the distinct feeling that you don't want to do this?
No. It has to happen sometime. In a way, I'm kind of glad I want it to happen. I love you. I love them. Tonight, I'll just love you all together. At once. In a bunch. If you know what I mean.
I think I do.
So will you come?
Of course.
How come you're so calm about all this?
You're just seeing the outside. Hey, it is going to be all right.
Is it?
Well, I hope so.
I was certainly glad to hear that. Now, we're so happy you could make it.
So am I.
So now, where is your mother? Beryl!
Yes!
Our guest is here.
Hello, Patrick.
Hello, Beryl. How are you?
Oh, fine. Busy. Oh, it's been so long since we've seen you. What was it? Last summer when Nancy was in the hospital. Did we ever thank you enough for everything that you did for her?
Yes, many times. Many times.
So tell me, how's the family?
Oh, they're very well, thank you.
Will you please tell your mother that I want to get together with her? Every time we run into each other, we promise we'll meet for lunch, and I know she gets busy and I get busy and just never happens.
I'll tell her.
Are you hungry?
Oh, yes, I am.
Should we light the candles?
We light these candles to usher in Shabbos, the Sabbath Eve. Patrick.
Thank you.
These candlesticks were my mother's. They were the first thing she packed when she left Russia to come to the United States. She gave them to me on my wedding day. And someday they'll be Nancy's.
They're lovely.
Thank you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshenu b'mitzvosov v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has commanded us and sanctioned us to kindle the Sabbath lights.
Shabbos, Beryl.
Good Shabbos, Dave. Good Shabbos, Patrick. Good Shabbos.
Patrick. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Everything's ready. Patrick?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
L'chaim? Sorry.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen.
Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who createth the fruit of the vine.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
And now, Nancy. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, who bringeth forth bread of the earth.
Now we can eat.
Mama, can I
No,
help you?
everybody just sit. It's too quiet in there.
Pifke, the manager.
Oh, that's not part of the tradition. That's Feldman. Pifke was my mother's aunt, and she always liked everything to be just right, which meant just her way. So we called her Pifke the manager.
Oh, but never to her face.
Oh, no.
Well, I think I had the same aunt.
Oh?
Her name was not Pifke, though.
All right, what did I miss?
Well, we were just telling Patrick about your Aunt Pifke.
Please start, everybody. I'll be right back.
So, Patrick, I hear your brother is doing very well. He's made quite an impression on Washington already.
From what I hear, his legislative assistant is not doing badly herself.
I was just telling Patrick how well Frank is doing as our freshman senator.
Oh, yes, it's wonderful. Oh, your parents are so proud.
They are.
Well, you know, Frank was really quite wonderful to give Nancy a job in Washington. I think she's very happy.
I think so, too.
I am.
The job keeps us so busy, we don't see her half the time that we would like to.
Mother, I could be living and working at home, and you still wouldn't see me as much as you'd like to.
I'm your mother.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, tell me, do you get to go down to Washington?
Oh, yes. As often as I can.
We see each other, Mama.
I thought I was being subtle.
It's okay, Mama.
Beryl, I do appreciate your having me tonight. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. You sure you won't have some more, Pat? There's plenty left.
Thank you. Really, I couldn't eat another thing.
Nancy?
Oh, Mom, no.
Beryl, you've outdone yourself. I think this is the best dinner I have ever had.
I've made the same dinner every Friday night for the past 25 years. And every week he tells me it's the best.
And every week, I'm right.
I'll clear everything and we'll have our dessert.
Now, you sit down. No, you've done enough for one day. We can take care of that.
Any help, too, huh?
No, you sit. You keep me company.
All right, if you're sure.
Sit.
There, I'll take that.
Okay. The dinner was excellent. Thank you again for having me.
No, it was our pleasure. You're always welcome in our home, Pat. You're a good boy. You're not a boy anymore. How long have we known you?
A long time.
You know how Dave and I feel about your parents. They're wonderful people.
Yeah. They say the same about you.
I mean, Frank and Dave have done so much for each other. Nancy, you're going to hurt yourself if you rush around like that.
I'm going to be all right.
Okay.